guys who were part of that boot room, without them and without their knowledge and their integrity, I don't think we would be such a huge football club that we are.
So we've got Phil Thompson here on This Is Anfield today, and we've just seen the unveiling of the plaque commemorating the boot room. Is it overdue?
It's well overdue. I think this has been such a huge part of our history as, you know, any trophy win. These guys who were part of that boot room, without them and without their knowledge and their integrity, I don't think we would be such a huge football club that we are. The plotting in that boot room was legendary with Bob Paisley, with Joe Fagan, Ronnie Moran, Roy, Tom Saunders, Jeff Twentyman. They were all massive ingredients of why we became so powerful.
And you joined it later as a coach, but as a player, were you privy to what went on in there, or was it fairly secretive?
The great thing about my career, my life, I was an apprentice. And the boot room was made up of two parts. Just outside the main boot room was where we cleaned the boots as apprentices. And we would clean the boots, and then we would go into the boot room and just hang the boots on the pegs which were designed where the players' boots were. That was the nearest you got to going in that boot room, because you weren't allowed, as the first team members and all that, they couldn't get anywhere near the boot room. You stayed out of there. I used to show people round. I was probably one of the first doing a tour at Anfield. I would take my Falcon lads, I would take family and friends and wander round all the corridors, the inner sanctum. And they would go, there's the boot room, going to walk past them. Can't we go in there? Can't go in there, it's the boot room. Nobody goes in the boot room. That's how special it was. But it was the knowledge and the humility that was in that boot room which made our football club so special. Jeff Twentyman, Chief Scout. I think we had about another 2 scouts to go with Jeff. There was nobody, he went everywhere. Paid sometimes at turnstiles to get in so that people would know he was in the director's box. It was quite different. Tom Saunders, Youth Development Officer. One of the first youth development officers at football clubs, groundbreaking. And obviously the best coaching staff, with Bob, with Joe, with Ronnie, who was my mentor. And then you had Roy and John Bennison. And it was quite unique. Everything passed down. Bob to Joe, Ronnie and Roy. It was a fantastic experience.
Do you think that could ever be something that's replicated today? Some of us were quite surprised that Pep Lijnders didn't maybe take over after Klopp. Were you? Or do you think that those days are gone?
No, well, I did think that it was great. As you see on that touchline, he's Klopp's right-hand man. And from what I've seen and I know of Pep, great coach, great motivator, does a lot of the coaching. And I think I would not be adverse to him taking over. Whether they want to move away together and maybe go somewhere else together further down the line, because Jurgen will reappear somewhere. But I would have liked to have thought a football club is clever. Our ownership is very clever. I'm quite sure they've put it to Pep. So there must be a reason behind that, why he's not took over. But that would not bother me at all.